All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. This is Calvin Butler with RBBS Logistics Learning Center, and today is Saturday, 10:15 a.m. And every Saturday, 10:15 a.m. to 1 p.m., we have operational training and Q&A, questions and answers for our students. So sit back, enjoy. If you're online with us, be sure to participate. If you have questions, ask questions. If you're in the area, come on down and join us. As you all can see, this is our studio. And today you don't have any guests. I guess everybody says it's Saturday. You don't want to get up early. You don't want to go to the football game. But that's cool. So we still going to do operational training. But if you're in the area, stop by, see us. We're here at 2915 Share Road. Here at the our operational studio. We're here every Saturday morning at 10:15 a.m. So if you're in Tallahassee, feel free to stop by and join us. Bring your laptop, your tablet, or whatever. Come on in, log in with us, and we'll show you how to book some freight. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, today, let's go over some stuff. Let's take you to our website. Now, everyone knows that our website is what? mydispatcher.org. That's our website, mydispatcher.org. Now, someone did ask the question. I want to start off with this. Someone asked the question in the chat group, said that they had some contacts with the shipper or with someone who has some dedicated freight, and they wanted to know what should she send them. Okay, if you have someone who is you for business, this is for everyone who is within our network. If you have someone who is reaching out to you for business, if they want to sign some type of large contract with you, or they seem like they got a good offer and they want to know more, and they ask you, well, I need to know more about you all. First of all, let me make something perfectly clear. When they're asking you, do they want to know more about you, they are asking about you. Remember, you don't work for us. I mean, you work for us. You are representing yourself. So keep in mind that when these individuals or shipping agencies are asking about who are you and what do you do, how long have you been in business, those type of things, they are asking about you primarily because you are your own business. Because remember, you don't work for us. We just provide you with tools and resources and a place that you can network and operate from and use our tools, resources, our network, our support, and things like that to help you run and build your business until you're ready to do it on your own. That's all we provide, okay? Let's make that very clear. That's all we do. We are consultants, teachers, trainers, okay? The RBBS Logistics Learning Center itself does not book freight. Yes, we do own the RBBS Transport LLC books freight because we are independent dispatchers, just like you. We own a dispatch firm. But that has really nothing to do with the Learning and Logistics Center. Okay, the Learning and Logistics Center, by classification, is a training platform. Okay, so we don't book freight. You book freight. We show you how to do that. We give you tools, resources, access, a place where you can operate and make mistakes without it hurting you too much. That's what we do. So when they're asking you about who you are, what do you do, they're talking about you. They're asking you about your credentials. They're asking you about you. And if you're new to the business, tell them, hey, I'm new to the business. You know, but I have a great understanding of the business, and I have a very large network backing me in the business. And you do have a very large network. You can tell them, say, my firm, your firm, whatever your firm is, say my firm, J&J Trucking or J&J Dispatching, whatever the case may be, we are members of the largest network of independent dispatch firms in the country, and you are. Officially, we are the largest network of independent dispatchers in the country. There is no other network. There is no other organized network that has a collective group of dispatchers all working on the same level, on the same type of format and the same platform. There's no other platform like ours with as many members as we have. None. We are approaching close to 800 members. Well, I'm sorry, we're over 800 members. We are approaching 1,000 members. We'll be there before the end of the year, definitely. Okay, that's where we are approaching. So we have a huge network. So when someone asks you, tell me about you or send me some information about who you all are and what you all do and how long you all been in business and what type of conditions you have, you can, if you're new, tell them, hey, my firm is new, but my firm is a member of the largest network of independent dispatchers in the country. And the advantage of being a member of that network is when you need a load, and if I can't find you one, I can go to the network, and every member of the network who is available will help me find a load for you that's suitable for you. That's the power of the network. Okay, that is the power of the network. So you can clearly tell someone that, and if they want to know about who the network is, send them to the webpage. Okay, mydispatcher.org. This is you all's page to promote yourself and your network if you don't have your own website. So feel free to give them this webpage, okay, as a way for them to get more information about who you are or who the network is, okay, and all of the information about the network and who we are, who the network you all belong to, is going to be on the Who Are We page. So you're going to go to the Who Are We page, and of course, there's everything that someone needs to know about the network. So if you're asking, so if you want to give them more information about the network and how it operates, this is the page you send them to. It's very simple, cut and dry. It tells them, get to know us, fast, friendly, and fully functional. Our network of independent dispatchers are well renowned throughout the United States when it comes to finding the right freight for your needs. Our team is up to every challenge, and the skill, with the skill and experience our clients have come to expect. We always stand behind our work, with customer satisfaction being our #1 priority. Contact us to learn more about our incredible network and our incredible network of dispatchers and how they can help you. Okay, and then it comes further down and tells you even more about us. Okay, right here, the last time we updated this, it said a network of more than 300 independent logistics freight dispatching firms. I've got to update that to more than 800, because the last time we updated this was, and we're growing rapidly, as you all can see. The last time I updated this, this information was about 3 months ago. Okay, 3 months ago. And in 3 months, we have grown from just over 300 to over 800. That tells you how quickly we are growing and how many people who are connecting with us and choosing us as their option to learn this industry. Because no other platform does what we do. No other platform plugs you in. We don't just teach rules and regulations and terms here. That's not what we do. We provide you access. We plug you in. We put you in the mix so that you can do this on a daily basis. You can make mistakes. You can talk with each other. You can consult with each other. You can get answers from each other. You can help each other out. You have access to tools and resources that other people just don't have access to freely, that we give to you and that we pay for. We also provide you with training tools every Saturday. We have operational training. We have play sessions every Saturday for about 2 hours long. We have 4,000 hours of video on YouTube that anyone can access freely. And these are not just, promotional videos. These are actual operational training videos. We go over scripts. We have live calls. We do role playing. We talk about the different areas of the business and how you can make money in different areas of the business. This is all practical stuff. So this is how you learn how to book freight. This is how you make money, by doing the actual practical application, not by learning rules and regulations and the science of booking freight, lane rates and things like that. You learn it by doing it. Now, a lot of you are still having problems with where do you start. Okay, I have been monitoring the chat group. I have not been responding, and that is on purpose. I'm trying to give this new platform, this new guidelines that the board of directors have asked me to to follow. And I'm trying to give that its fair due, because they want to have a more set structure. And like anything else, whenever you get money from other people, you kind of have to listen to them. Okay. So for those of you who are wondering, yes, you can own a business and you can start a business, but as soon as you accept funding from someone else, you own it, but you don't have the final say so, or you don't have all the say so. You have other people who have some influence in that, because you're operating with their money. so let that be a lesson to you. If you decide to accept money from investors, you're going to have some input from those investors that you have to give some credence to. Okay, all right, that's just life. That's business. All right, but this is the website you give them. This is the website that tells them all about us, about you as a group, and this particular area right here is what they're particularly going to be interested in. The owner operators. We're always here for you. Dispatch agreement. Our national dispatchers network is built by owner operators for owner operators. So we understand every carrier is unique in their load pricing needs. Our network of dispatchers will cater their load search to your pricing requirements. In other words, if you need 275 CPM, which stands for cents per mile, to run a load, our dispatchers will only look for and contact you with offers of $2.75 per mile or better. It's that simple. So contact one of our dispatch agents today, and there's the phone number. That right there kind of sums up and tells anybody anything they need to know about us. That's what's most important. That's what they want to know. When a carrier is asking you, tell me about yourself or give me some more information about you, they are asking you about this right here, this little section right here. That's what they are asking you about. Okay? So this sums up everything. This is all they really want to know, is this right here. Okay? So give them this website, give them this page, and let them go check it out. Okay? They're going to come here, they're going to look at it, they're going to read it, and then they're going to come down here and they're going to see all of the network. They're going to see, and this is not all the network. I need to update the rest of the network on here. We're doing this month, probably this week. We usually do it around the 15th is when we try to do the update. So we've got to add some new dispatch firms on here. But as you all can see, we have a very large network, the largest in the country. And they can see this when they come here. So you're not just blowing smoke at them when you tell them this. They can actually come to this website and they can see it for themselves. They see all of our departments, the extensions. They see the independent dispatchers and dispatch firms. They see all of you all, and you're all listed here with your extension. Okay, so again, if a carrier, a shipper, or someone is asking you for information about who you are, they are asking you about you primarily. So what I would do is develop some type of web presence or a Facebook page or something about yourself and about what you offer specifically. And then you can include in that you are a member of the National Network of Dispatchers, or the National Dispatchers Network, which is the largest network of independent dispatchers in the country. More than 800 dispatch firms strong. And we all work together to help each other find loads for our carriers. This is of great interest to the people who are asking those questions. Who are you? What do you have to offer? Tell us about yourself. That's what they're asking you. All right. Does everybody understand what we just talked about? Does anybody have any questions about that as far as what to send them? Anybody have any type of experience that they've had that they want to go over, or if you have a question about that, ask that now.
What was their website again?
mydispatcher.org. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it in here right now. I'm going to send it out to all of you all. This is it right here. Copy and paste it. I'm going to put it in. Put it out to the network. That's it right there, if you all got it. Does everybody see that? I just sent it out to everyone, I think. Okay? mydispatcher.org. That is our network website. Okay? This is where we go to do everything. This is where you go to access your back office. As you can see here, we have some hidden pages that you can only access if you are an enrolled member of our platform. Okay? But these two areas here are open to the public, the home page and the Who Are We page. Those are open to the public for them to view and to know more about who we are, what we offer, what we can do for them, how we operate in that type of thing, and who are the members of our network, and all that type of stuff. Okay? All right. Did everyone get that link? Okay. I hope everyone got the link.
Got it.
All right, great. Is everyone clear on what we just talked about? I want to make sure everyone got that, everyone understands that, because I want to leave anybody behind. All right, everyone's clear on that. All right, great. Let's go into some operational training here real quick. Let's go into the back office area. Now remember, for the new people, because we do have new people joining every week, okay? We do have new people joining every week, so we have to go over this every week. If you want to access your back office area, you have to go over here to where it says Dispatcher Tools and Resources. You're going to click down here where it says Dispatcher Tools and before we do that, let's go over this real quick. Okay. Let's go over the available freight page that we had here. We have an available freight page. Notice you have to log in to get to this page. Well, you have to log in. You have to have a created account, and the only way for you to get a log in is you have to be enrolled. You have to have finished and taken your basic knowledge quiz, and you have to have finished your orientation. You have to go through all the links and set up yourself and going through your orientation and going to our orientation channel. But anyway, let's go and log in. All right. I wanted to go over this area right here real quick because I got a bunch of calls. Okay. And remember I told y'all this business is pretty much not as regulated as most industries are. And I'm being honest with you, trying to cause any problems or trying to get political and everything. But this business is still a good old boy industry. Okay, that's putting it nicely. That's putting it. Okay. I had a bunch of calls from someone that called me because apparently this when one of our members sent this over to us from Logistics Dynamics, this access to because these are thousands of dedicated lanes. If you are a member of our platform, we have and got access to some. You basically have to call and you have to bid on those lanes. Apparently, the company that's offering these, they have the wrong contact information. I'm trying to pull it up for you now. But apparently they have the wrong contact. Go back and watch this. I'm gonna try to get in touch with you sometime another this week so we can go over me this week and let me know that he doesn't have anything to do with booking freight. He doesn't even know what this is. On the sheet is the number to someone who has no idea what this is. So that's listed on there. contact. It's on probably from you all, asking them about the lane. So apparently they got a lot of calls, and it was very frustrating. So I'm waiting for that. Oh, here it is. It's pulling up now. But the name that's on here, this is not the right contact person. Mr. Michael Niskos, whatever that is, that's wrong. That's wrong. The number's wrong. The email address is wrong. So I don't know if this person had an affiliation as one or what the case may be, but that is the wrong contact information. So let's hold off on calling that contact number until we can figure out who the right person is that we need to contact with the company that is putting this out. Okay, but drive-in, refrigerator, flatbed, different type of lanes that they have, and they're all is we're going to be reaching out, and we're going to, oh shoot, come on, really? Check my connection. All right, sorry about that, you all. We have a lot of people logging on, and our system got a little bit overloaded. I guess that's the price we pay for being for becoming more popular. But and can everyone hear and see me again?
Gotcha.
All right, but we have faded out for a second. The system kind of experienced an overload. We do have a lot of people logged on, but
He's doing it again, man.
that you're looking for on the low boards and low, and a lot of these shippers have stuff that's left over. They're just trying to move it out. Okay, make sure everyone can hear me, and they're trying to move it out. So it's going to be on there. It's going to be on there at rates somewhere between $1.75, $6 per mile. Okay, that really is about the best you can hope for when it comes to that freight you see on load boards and things like that. And yes, there is freight that you'll see that is above $3 per mile, but it's not going to be a whole bunch of freight compared to the thousands of loads that are on a load board. You may have 100 of them that are above $3.50 or $4 per mile. Okay, that's a very small percentage. Okay, but dedicated freight, on the other hand, is just the flip side. And the reason why is this: dedicated freight is those shippers who are running these loads on a regular basis. They're not concerned really about how much money they got to pay to get it moved. They're concerned about having it moved on a regular basis. Their concern is finding carriers who are going to be able to consistency is the key word when it comes to dedicated freight. They're concerned more about the consistent movement of their freight than they are about what it's going to cost them to move it, which makes it great for carriers on dedicated rates. Okay? Did everybody get that? Did everybody understand that? If you did not understand what I just said, let me know so I can repeat it. Did everybody understand that? Chime in, let me know you understood, or text it or something. Say, yeah, we got that.
Yes, I understand.
All right, great. All right, with that being said, because dedicated freight is more about the consistency of the freight being moved, the shippers and brokers want to know that that freight is going to be picked up every week or every day at that time regardless. So with that being said, if you have a one-truck carrier trying to get a dedicated freight contract, it is going to be difficult. I'm just being honest with you. It is going to be difficult to get a one-truck carrier on a dedicated freight contract. Why? Because what happens if something happens to that one truck? Then it interrupts what? The consistency of the movement of the freight. That's why most dedicated freight goes to companies that have, minimum 3-4 trucks. Minimum 3-4 trucks. If they got a minimum of at least 3 trucks, you got a pretty good chance of getting. You got a fair chance of getting some dedicated freight. Okay, because if one truck goes down, you got to back up, or whatever the case may be. Or you got a truck you can pull from somewhere else that's not quite as important as that dedicated freight. That's why a lot of the large companies have a lot of dedicated freight. These huge trucking companies like Covenant, Swift, Warner, KLM, all these places, they have great dedicated freight. Why? Because they've got enough trucks to make sure that freight lane is covered regardless what happens. Truck breaks down, whatever the case may be, truck gets stolen, whatever the case may be, truck gets pulled over and gets locked down. Send on another truck. Driver got sick. It doesn't matter. They've got enough trucks to cover the dedicated lane. Okay, so if you're going after dedicated freight, a single truck has a good chance of getting dedicated freight if it is a brand new truck. If your carrier has gone out and he's got himself a brand new 2017 or 2018 Freightliner, Volvo, or whatever the case may be, and it's got a full warranty on it, and it's got the package, got the maintenance agreement package, so if the truck goes down, they're going to get him a replacement truck until his truck gets fit. Those types of things, then you got a good chance to get some dedicated freight. So if you're bidding for dedicated freight on behalf of your carrier, these are some of the things you need to get from your carrier. Okay, you need to get some things from your carrier. Who wants to do some role playing with me real quick, so we can show everybody how this. Because I want to start giving people practical applications of how this process should work. Who wants to do some role playing? Somebody step up to. Is everybody scared this morning? How many people we got on here? And I don't want the regulars. I don't want Charles Monday because he always does role playing. Give me somebody who don't normally do role playing. Anybody? Y'all quiet this morning. What's up with that? Nobody wants to talk to me? Can y'all hear me? First of all, can everyone hear me? Or am I just talking to myself? All right, Charles says he can hear me, but nobody wants to role play. Okay, everybody talks about, y'all don't do enough role playing, y'all don't do this practical application, but nobody wants to take part in it. Okay, let's see here. Nobody wants to take part in role playing. Y'all want me to start calling on people? I'm just going to pluck somebody out.
I'll play a role play with you. Daniel.
All right. Now who's this?
Daniel.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And this is not hard at all. I just want you to be the carrier. I'm going to call you, and I am going to be pitching you to, well, not pitching you. I'm going to be informing you that I'm going to try to get you some dedicated freight, and I'm going to tell you what I need. Okay? All right. So you're the carrier. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Carrier, how you doing? This is Calvin, your dispatcher over here at the National Network of Dispatchers.
How you doing, Calvin?
I'm doing good. How's that? Those loads are working out for you that we sent you on last week?
Yeah, I made a little bit of money. It's pretty good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm calling to see if I can help you make some more money. Because what I want to do is I want to get your permission to go after some dedicated freight.
What's that mean?
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Dedicated freight.
All right. And that would be okay with you, right?
I'm not really sure what you mean by dedicated freight. What does that mean?
Okay. So how many trucks do you have that you can dedicate to moving a dedicated load?
Well, about a month or so, I have 3 trucks available.
All right, great. That'll work out just fine. Because, with dedicated freight, they want to make sure that you can run that load. If one truck goes down, they want to make sure that you got a backup truck. All right. And it's great. Now, here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to send you over a form, and I want you to tell me there's some things that I'm going to need to know in order to make a good showing to see if we can get you signed on with some of this dedicated freight. I need to know what areas you don't want to be in. Like if you don't want dedicated freight up north, or if you do north, you want to go in down. Because I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of dedicated freight going out of the Midwest, okay, up around Nebraska, Wyoming, New Mexico, and stuff like that, and coming down towards the south, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, okay. A lot of that meat, frozen meat, is moving down, plus the reruns down south. There's a lot of dedicated freight going down there. And I can tell you from experience that some on the trip down, they're paying as much as $7,100 to $7,200. That's for the trip. That's just for the trip down. Okay, and you may have 3 or 4 drops, and maybe a couple of pickups on your way down. So that's probably going to be like a 1-week run. That one trip down is going to take the whole week, probably. Okay, for that kind of money, would that be okay?
Yeah, it's okay. The other place I don't want to really run is Colorado. The chain laws in effect there already, and I don't really want to buy chain.
Okay.
Everything else is pretty good. Southeast coast is good.
Yeah. All right. But that's usually how that works, though. They'll pay a lot going on the dedicated run, and then if they don't have dedicated backhauls, it would be my job to find you backhauls getting you back up so you can get back there to pick up that next load that next week. Okay? Now, your backhauls won't pay you as much going back. I'm going to be honest with you. Because if it's on us to find you backhauls, we got to pretty much kind of take what we can get to get you back, because you got to get back there by a certain time to be ready to run your next load. And we call the loads that you're trying to get back to, those are your money loads. Okay? The load that you run down, your dedicated load, that's your money load. The backhaul load, that's your re-up run. You're running back there just to re-up on your money. So keep that in mind when we find you backhauls. The backhauls are really not so much out for the money, which you will make money, but you're not going to make nearly as much money as you was just coming down. So, but
I understand that.
Yeah. So, but the objective of the backhaul is to get you back there on time to pick up your next load. Okay? And to get you back there, and to get you back there with some money in your pocket, so you don't have to just kind of run back dead here. But that would defeat the purpose of the $7,100, right?
Just don't send me to Miami.
Exactly. Well, now to be honest with you, a lot of dedicated freight goes down into Miami, but they pay really, really well. I've seen some dedicated freight that pay as much as $8-9 grand, going from the Midwest or going from up north around Maine and New York and Maryland, coming down to Miami, I've seen freight paying almost 9-10 grand because they know you're probably gonna have to deadhead halfway back just getting out of the South. And that's why they pay that much for them. But that's what I need. I'm gonna send you a form, and here's what I need from you. I need your lanes that you will be willing to run from Midwest to South, Midwest to North, North to South, or South to North, or South to Midwest. Okay, or those are your prominent dedicated lanes. Okay, let me know that if you don't want to go way up north, if you don't want to be in Washington State or something like that, where those mountains get really, really treacherous, just let me know, and that way I won't look for dedicated freight in those areas. I do have a list of a couple of thousand dedicated freight runs, and I want to try and get you on a couple of those because you know as well as I know that dedicated freight does pay. Now, with that being said, you understand that because we are in an agreement for our dispatch agreement at 10%, and any time you run on one of these dedicated loads, we are still going to be we're going to bill you for that 10% of that load fee on each run down and back. Okay.
Yep, got it.
All right. I'm gonna send that form out to you. I need you to just fill it out, get it back to me, and it's gonna be a little authorization letter there that says that you authorizing me as your bona fide agent to secure you some dedicated freight. Okay?
I appreciate it. Thanks, Kelly.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And in the meantime, where you at?
I'm in Mississippi.
Mississippi, okay. You loaded or unloaded or what?
I'm loaded and rolling.
All right. So where you rolling to?
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee, all right. So you got a load that's going out of Tallahassee already, or you want me to find you something?
I need something.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and look for your highest paying freight to leave out of Tallahassee. If you're going to be in Tallahassee when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. All right, great. I'm going to go ahead and find you a highest paying freight leaving out of Tallahassee on Monday because chances are we're not going to find anything on tomorrow. But I'm going to try to find you the highest paying freight loads that are leaving out of the area on Monday, and I'll call you back in about 10 minutes, okay?
That'll work. Thanks, man.
All right, great. Thank you so much. Great doing business with you. All right. That's how your call should go. Okay, that's how your call should go. If you are not able to call and talk to your carrier and have good lines of communication with your carrier, you're gonna have problems. Okay, this is not just from dedicated freight, but just anything. You need to be able to call your carrier up at any time to discuss things with them to help them make money. This is how you show your carriers that you are concerned about them, that you have their best interests at heart. And this is one of the biggest things that you can do to solidify your relationship with your carrier. Does everybody understand the importance of communicating with your carriers? Well, it's a quiet bunch today, but y'all must have got drunk last night. Thank you. A lot of y'all must have been out drinking last night. What's up with that?
No.
Hey, y'all, like, get y'all see I got my big bottle of water, right? Y'all need to wake up. Get you some, go to GNC, get some Xenadrin, or whatever that is, you know, and them energy boosters, and wake up. Fix up some strong pots of coffee. Y'all can't be out there partying all night, Friday night, and then want to get up and then come to the chat group and then sleep. Come talk 50 chances and then sleep in operational training. Come on now, y'all wake up, talk to me. You know?
I didn't want to leave my mic open.
Okay. Okay, Kimberly said, when will you put this video on YouTube? The voice keeps cutting out. It's going to be on YouTube tonight, usually because we do about 3 hours and some change. It takes a long time for this stuff to upload when we're uploading to YouTube and things like that because it's such long videos. YouTube normally gets stuff like this when it comes to movie production and stuff like that. They don't normally have training videos and things that we offer in this length. That's why they started to cut us off. on some of those stuff. I had to start renaming some of the stuff because someone reported that we were branding on YouTube improperly, which I don't understand how that works, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, but yeah, you got to have good communication with the carrier. Okay, you must have good communication with the carrier. If you're not able to call up the carrier and ask them things and go over stuff with them and talk with them freely, then you're gonna have problems. Okay, you're gonna have problems. So make sure you you do that. Kimberly says, I missed the call and I know I'm going to have many questions. Okay, I apologize, Kimberly, if you missed the call, but it was recorded. This is recorded, and it will be on YouTube. Okay, all right. All right, but that's that on that. So hold off on calling this guy, whoever this guy is, on the, that they have listed on here, because they have the wrong phone number. I also got a call from another strange call I got this week from a carrier. I say it was a carrier. I don't know if it was a carrier or what, but I'll tell you, this business will get you, boy. Guy called me up, and immediately, the first things out of his mouth was, buddy, let me tell you something. I was like, all right, I said to myself, this is going to be great. He says, buddy, let me tell you something. I said, go right ahead. Tell me what you got to tell me. And he was like, I don't appreciate, your people, posting loads, posting my loads. I'm like, first of all, we don't post loads. Okay, we don't post loads. So if anybody out there is using the name RBBS to post loads, that's a no-no, because first of all, we don't post loads. We used to post loads when we were brokers back in the day. When we were brokers and we had loads to post, we posted loads. But remember, you all are bona fide agents operating under the legal statute of the Federal Motor Carriers Association, 379, okay, subsection 2-B. That's the statute you're operating on. That's the legal statute that allows you all to be able to book freight. And that legal statute states that you must have a pre-existing agreement or a continued relationship with a carrier in finding them suitable freight. Now, let's break down what that actually means. That doesn't mean you go to load boards and you grab loads and you start shotgunning loads out on load boards. Okay, that's not how you operate. So if anybody is shotgunning loads out and posting loads on behalf of RBBS, you're wrong. Okay? Especially if you're not a broker. You are dead wrong. So let's make that very clear right now, because I want everybody to hear me say it, and I want the world to hear me say it. We do not post loads. That's not what we do. We find and locate loads for our carriers who have directed us on their specific needs. That is a big difference. If you are a member of our network and you are a broker, you have a bond, you are a bonded broker, you can post loads, but please don't post them with the name RBBS on it, because that's not what you're supposed to be. That's not what you do. If you're a broker, you have your own bond. If you're going to post loads, post them underneath your name, under your bond, under your company. Don't do it and say it's RBBS, because it's not. Because first of all, none of you work for RBBS. None of you. None of you work for the Logistics Learning Center. You were not hired by us. We were hired by you to provide you with tools, resources, and access, network, and support to enable you to build your own business. Okay? So if any of you are posting loads and you're posting it with RBBS name, you are wrong. Stop it. Don't do it. Okay? That is an illegal. That's illegal. You're operating illegally if you are doing that. In order to be legal, you must first contact a carrier. You must reach out to a carrier. You must solicit that carrier for his authorization to allow you to find load, which means you must present him with a dispatch agreement, a signed agreement to where he is authorizing you to go and find him load. That is the dispatch agreement that we provide for you all in the back office area. Okay? So make sure that you are operating legally and not operating illegally by going and grabbing loads and then just shotgunning them out, because that's not what we do. Okay? That's not how we operate. All right? We keep this very simple, stupid. If you keep this very simple, stupid, you will book freight. But a lot of you make this more complicated than what it really is. This is very simple, stupid. For those of you who keep asking the question, how do I get started? Where do I start? What do I do? Let me check my time here. Where do I start? What do I do? The first place you need to start, okay? Notice, red light flashing. Everyone pay attention. Notice, red light flashing. Okay, this is the video in which he tells you where to start and how to start. For those, for a lot of you new people who are asking, okay, where do I begin? How do I start this? I've been in the back office. I'm looking at a lot of stuff. What do I start with? You start with this dispatch agreement. Okay, start with this dispatch agreement. Pull it up, read it, understand it, learn it. Okay, be sure you understand the dispatch agreement. The second thing you do after reading the dispatch agreement and understanding the dispatch agreement is you go in and you look at your workflow. Okay? Know how to get from point A to point B. Go into your back office site and pull up your workflow. The workflow of dispatching, the RBBS National Dispatchers Network System. Okay? Once carrier emails you the signed dispatch agreement, keep a copy for your records. Okay? Don't send us a copy of it just yet. That was over. Don't send us a copy of it just yet. Contact broker associated with the load that you need to book for your carrier. Okay? Basically what you're doing is you're calling the broker up, and typically the broker is going to ask you for what? The MC number or the carrier's DOT number. Okay? If the carrier is not already signed on with you or the brokerage or with that brokerage firm, if the carrier is not already signed on with that brokerage firm, they're going to need a carrier packet. So they're going to send you a carrier packet that you need to send to your carrier. When they email you the carrier packet, you forward over to your carrier and have the carrier to fill out that packet. That's the first time. When that carrier fills out that packet and sends it back to you to send over to the broker, keep a copy of it. If they don't send it back to you, call your carrier and ask them, hey, I need a copy of that carrier packet that you filled out. So the next time you have a new broker that wants their information, you can fill it out before them without even having to send it over to your carrier. Okay? The third thing you're going to do, broker will want to send you a load and rate confirmation sheet. Once the carrier packet and the carrier gets approved with the broker and they okay everything, they're going to send you a rate confirmation sheet. Be sure and read it. Read the entire rate confirmation sheet. Don't just scan through it. Read it and read them every time you get them. Okay? So now you got your rate confirmation sheet. You're going to send it over to the carrier. The carrier's going to sign it. He's going to send it back to you. Now that carrier has now been dispatched. Once that carrier has been dispatched, you're just waiting for the carrier to do what? Pick the load up and deliver the load. When the carrier picks the load up, normally have the carrier to call you and say, hey, I just picked up the load. Verify they just picked it up. When they go and drop it off, have them to send you what's called the BOL. The BOL is your bill of landing. That is your receipt, showing that they delivered the load on time and in good status. You take that BOL and you send it over to the broker. You send them the BOL. You also send them, you ask your carrier to send over the invoice to where they're telling the broker that they are ready to be paid. The load has been delivered. We are ready to be paid. We are ready to get paid, and the amount you owe the carrier is this much money. The broker will take that BOL and that invoice, and he will send it to his factoring company. His factoring company will issue payments to the carrier and the broker. 2 days after you send the BOL to the broker, you are going to call the broker back to do a follow-up. Why? Because you want to know when your carrier is getting paid so you can send the carrier the what? Invoice. so that they can pay who? You, right? So 2 days after you send them the BOL, you are going to call the broker. You're going to say, hey, Mr. Broker, this is John Smith with John Smith Dispatch. I'm calling to get an update on the status of my carrier's pay for load number, blase, blase, blase. That broker is going to tell you, we are paying that carrier on tomorrow, or we paid that carrier yesterday, or we are processing this to pay the carrier today. He's going to give you one of those three things, or he's going to tell you there's a problem and it hasn't been paid on yet, and call me back a couple of days to get an update. That rarely happens. Okay, that last one rarely happens. Okay, but it may. Sometimes that's the world. Stuff happens. All right, but normally it's going to be one of those first three. When that happens, then you are going to do what? You are going to prepare what's called a My Payday invoice. What is a My Payday invoice? Let me show you what it is. A My Payday invoice is going to look like this. When you all send it in, let's sign in to the dispatchers, to the intern processing, the payroll processing, and I'm gonna show you all what that looks like when they come in. Okay, this is one of the people who sent in some invoices here. Trucking moves. All right, this is what a My Payday invoice looks like. Invoice processing. All right, see this right here? This is what a proper payday invoice looks like. Okay, all right, and at the top, all we want you all to put in there is My Payday invoice. That's how you're gonna label your email. My Payday invoice, and then that way our interns know immediately that this is a request to get someone paid. Okay, this is an invoice, this is a request to get someone paid. When you send this in, this is how you will send it in. You will send in all the information. This person does it very nicely. The person who owns Trucking Moves, they do this very nicely. They put everything in a PDF form. All right, when they send them, so what we're requesting is we need all your documents. They put them all in one nicely formatted PDF form. We need your original dispatch agreement that you signed with that carrier. Okay, we need that every time you send over an invoice. That is for our proof that we can send back to the carrier that this person has a properly formatted legal dispatch agreement with you. Okay, with them. Okay, we also need the BOL for that, or the rate confirmation. This is the rate confirmation, is what you all are seeing now. We also need the rate confirmation for that load. Because when we send that invoice over to the carrier, we're going to send them a copy of the invoice on that load to show that that was a properly invoiced, that was a properly ran load, and everything was according to the rate confirmation that they sent over. We also need the BOL to show that the load was dropped and received and signed for. There it is right there. We need a signed BOL. Make sure you send that in, because we're going to send them a copy of that as well. Along with that stuff, here is what we need in the format of that email. We need your information, the agent's info. In this case, Nakisha Sweeney. She does very good work with sending in all the information that needs to be sent over. We need the carrier info. Okay? We need the agent info, her name, cell phone number. Carrier info, name, cell phone number, MC number. She even sends in the truck number, license plate number. We don't necessarily need all that, but she sends that in. And the email address. We need the email address. We need their cell phone number. We need their name and their MC number. We also need the load info, where it picked up. In this case, it picked up in Martinsburg, West Virginia, and went to Clarksburg, West Virginia. We need the miles, 154 miles. Okay, she put in the weight. We don't necessarily need that. We need the rate. In this case, it was $650 for one load going 154 miles. Decent run. Good paying run, CPM-wise. Okay? Good run. It's almost $4 and something per mile, almost $5 per mile. So that's a good run right there. Good run. All right. All right. We need the broker info. Okay, who the broker was, the name of the broker's company, right? And their phone number. And she put the address, and we need the email address too, but sometimes maybe forget that. And we get to where the load came from. On this one, she tells us the load came from Trucker's Edge. Okay, if you got helped out with a load from anybody, if you got it from someone else, let us know who you got that load from. If you got it from Charles Monday, say I got it from Charles Monday. If you got it from Trucker's Edge, say I got it from Trucker's Edge, which that might be a load board that was given to us by one of the students so they can get credit for it. Okay. Also, she put down there her cash tag number. Why? Because we got to pay her. This is how we pay you all, through the cash tag. We make payment to cash tag ID. That's her cash tag ID. That is a properly formatted My Payday invoice. Okay? That's what that is. And that is what? That is basically your final step in the workflow. Those are your steps. Go back and review this video if you want to know more. If you want to, get a clear understanding of the steps. Pull up the workflow in the back office. That is going to be right here in the back office. You go to the back office, it's going to be right down here. It's going to be just under the how much money do you need to move your truck, which is our script. That's your workflow of dispatch. Those are the steps you take from start to finish, getting a load booked, getting it invoiced, and getting it paid on. Okay? That's it. That's it. Right there. That's the whole workflow right there, step by step. Also, you're going to want to pull up and learn your script. How much money do you need to move your truck? People, please learn this script. This script works. This script works. Go back and watch our last video training, and the one before that we did a live call with the script. And we did a couple of role playing with the script. So you understand how effective this script is. And every time I do a live call with this script, and we've done live calls through numerous videos. Every time that we've done one, we've never, ever, ever had anyone to say, hey, I'm not interested, don't call me no more. Not once have we said that. We have had every person that we did a live call with, they've always said, oh, that sounds good. Send me some information. That sounds good. Send me one of your dispatchers so they can try and get signed up with them. Why? Because when the pitch is delivered correctly, when it's delivered correctly, there is no reasonable response as to why they do not want to use your service. There is no reasonable response as to why they do not want to use your service if the pitch is done correctly. Okay? If that pitch is done correctly, 70% of everybody you call is going to want to use your service. And then you do your follow-up is when you're going to get them to sign up. You're probably going to get 30% on your initial call for them to send back that dispatch agreement. But then when you do your follow-up call a day and a half later, that's when you're going to get them to go ahead and, okay, yeah, let me go and send this in because I need to make some of this money that this guy or this gal is talking about. Okay? All right. Does anybody have a question right now on the workflow, on where to start and where you go in from, how to get from point A to getting paid? Anybody have a question on that? Anybody that didn't quite understand it, need me to go over something again? So everybody got that? Did everybody get it? Hello?
Yes.
All right, great.
Yes.
Hey, y'all are quiet. I'm going to have to start singing. Now, if y'all don't start talking to me, I'm going to start singing. I'm serious now.
Please don't do that.
I'm telling you, if y'all don't start talking to me, I'm going to start singing because y'all know how I get when I feel like I'm in this by myself and I get kind of lonely and I start doing what you do in the shower, when you get lonely. You know. Y'all don't want me to break into my Jodeci. Nah.
Not today.
Please spare it.
Y'all know how Jodeci be doing it. Jodeci, and what Jodeci say? Don't Jodeci say, "Come and talk to me"? All right. Y'all keep on being quiet. I'm just gonna break off in this thing. Y'all like, what in the world is Calvin doing? He lost his mind. But anyway, but those are the steps. Okay, those are the steps. All right, those are the steps. Okay, when I go to look at the video, how can I ask questions? Well, now it's your time to ask questions. You don't ask questions when you look at the video. Now it's your time to ask questions. That's why we got questions. Okay, but Kimberly asked, when I go to look at the video, I can't. Okay. So she says she can't hear everything. Is anyone else having problems hearing me?
No, I hear you fine.
Okay. Kimberly, I don't know what's going on. You may need to check your headset or check your mic or check your system. I don't know why it is you having problems hearing us. Everyone else here is hearing us just fine. Obviously, you need to either turn up your volume or something like that. Check your systems. I don't know what to say to you. Our system is working fine on our end, and everyone else is working fine. So I apologize, but if you want to ask questions, go to the chat group. After you, if you want to ask questions, go to the chat group after you watch the video and ask questions. And all the other people who are on here, they understand it. So when you ask questions, naturally they'll be able to explain it to you, right? Because we help her out, right? When she comes on the chat group, she has questions, right? Y'all gonna help her out, right?
Yeah, Calvin, can you hear me?
I hear you just fine.
Oh, okay. All right, I can hear you. Okay, all right, I'm all right.
All right. So if you go to the chat group and you ask questions, people in the chat group, they'll be more than happy to accommodate you. And if you don't get the answers you need, shoot me a personal message, and the interns will let me know, and I'll try to get back with you and try to schedule a consultation with you. Okay? All right. But that's what our platform is all about. All right. Kimberly says, okay, thanks. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. But those are the steps in getting started, where you should start, and things of that nature. Let me give y'all some quick updates before we go into our Q&A, our questions and answers. I am almost ready to present the working format for our load board to my partners, to my business partners, and once they review it, then we will launch it. Once they review it and they give me their feedback, and we make whatever the necessary changes that we need to make in it, and then we will go ahead and launch that. Another update, if y'all haven't noticed, the fee, our enrollment fee, has gone back up. It is listed in most promos as $499.95, but it is not quite that much. When you actually go to the link, you'll see that it is only around $349.95. And we re-implemented our military discount. Our military discount is $100 off that, so it is at $249.95. Okay, so that is the new enrollment fee. We ran the half off thing for a year, because our original enrollment fee was $599.95. That was the original fee, but we knocked it down to $299.95. So for a year, and Labor Day was the end of that year-long special. So now the new and permanent enrollment fee is $349.95. And the military discount is $249.95. So I want to make y'all aware of that. for those people who have not joined yet. If you did not join before now, I apologize, but you have an entire year to take advantage of the half-off special, and that special has now ended. We may run other specials in the future, but as of right now, that is our fee. The subscription fee to the load board is going to be free to all of you who are enrolled students. If you are enrolled students, your subscription will be free. If you enroll before we launch the load board, your subscription to the load board will be free. If you do not enroll into our platform before we launch the load board, you will, in order to access the load board, you will have to pay a subscription of $29.99 per month. It will be a monthly subscription billed to your credit card every month. Okay, so congratulations to all of you who have joined our platform, because you will get free access to that to our new load board. All right. Okay. If you have questions, I know a lot of you have wanted to get onto the auto hauler, and we do give you advice on how to operate within the industry. We had an entire operational training on auto hauling. We are going to do another updated training on auto hauling next weekend. So those of you who are interested in auto hauling, next weekend's training will be entirely on auto hauling. Okay, we're going to be trying to figure out some ways to get you all onto Central Dispatch, because that is essential if you want to become successful. If you want to be a successful dispatcher in the auto hauling industry, or a successful broker, you need to get on Central Dispatch. And we're going to be showing you all some ways of how to get on there with them if you don't have an MC number or a DOT number. Okay, if you don't have an MC number or a DOT number, we're going to be showing you ways to set up your business to where you are a support business. You will be a support business to the industry, and then they will allow you to get onto their network and operate as a support business, like I did with the Calvin Butler, the automotive sales specialist. If you can create some type of business that shows that you are supporting dealers, car dealers, because remember, car dealers, they don't have a DOT number, they don't have an MC number, but if they are car dealers, they're able to get access to the Central Dispatch. Why? Because they move cars. Now, if you are a support business to car dealers, to where you help clients secure car financing or find vehicles for clients, and you help facilitate the movement of that vehicle or the transportation of that vehicle, then guess what? You also will be in that same category as the car dealers, where you can submit your business over to Central Dispatch, and they will go ahead and approve you to get access to their network. Okay? But we're going to be showing you all how to do that next Saturday. It's going to be strictly on auto hauling, on how to use Central Dispatch and U-Ship to cherry pick and make as much money as you want to make in the auto haul section. Okay, so tune in to us next week for that. With that being said, let's get into our Q&A. We're going to open everything up to questions and answers, because we want to make sure that everyone gets, I know everyone had a lot of questions on the chat group that this past week. And let's go and look at the chat group real quick. I want to pull that up so we'll have it up and we'll be able to see it while people are asking questions. And this is our chat group. If you are new and you're trying to gain access to the chat group, if you are new and you are trying to gain access to the chat group, the way that you do that is, first of all, you have to be enrolled. You have to have completed your testing and passed your test, your basic knowledge quiz, and you have to have completed orientation. When you complete orientation, it gives you links underneath the orientation page there. It gives you links and tells you how to connect with us on the chat group. If you connect with us on the chat group, you must send me personally, Calvin Butler, a message and saying, add me to the chat group. My enrollment email address is, and then we will verify it, and then we will add you to the chat group. All right, this is the chat group, and we're getting ready to open up. As you all can see here, our chat group is very active. A lot of questions on the chat group. We're going to be picking questions from the chat group, and we're going to be having you all to ask questions. So let's start off by opening this up. And anybody that has a question, please unmute yourself, let us know who you are, and go ahead and present your question.
Hey, Calvin, can you hear me? This is Rick Allen.
Hey, Rick Allen, what's up?
Okay, I know you went over this once before. When I'm looking for a carrier and I'm using Google, what's the phrase that you put into the search box?
The phrase you are looking for is going to be, as a matter of fact, let's do this. Matter of fact, I saw that in the chat group where you asked that before, and I think one of the interns sent over the video that has that in it, right?
They may have.
Oh, yeah, and there it is right there. There it is right there. This is it right here.
The one that says success?
Yep, there's your question. And one of the interns sent you over the video that has that in it. So let's click on the video.
Okay.
And let's see what it says. All right. All right. The phrase that we use to pull up the in the back office area. All right. There it is right there. It's telling you right there about It's telling you about the right question right here. And the right question is, let's pause this, and there it is right there. You see where it says? Local trucking company in, and just put in whatever state.
Oh, local trucking companies.
Yeah, you see it right there?
Yeah.
See it right there?
Whatever.
There it is right there.
Yeah.
Okay? Local trucking companies, and let's go ahead and show you here what we're talking about. Let's go ahead and test that real quick. Let's go to Google, G-O-O-G, and let's put in local trucking companies. What we're looking for, local trucking companies. You know, when I was watching that Bobby Brown story last night on BET, I did not know he had a thing with Janet Jackson.
None of us did.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one that was in the dark on that. That was one of the great revelations of our time.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie to you. The Jackson family really kept that on the wrap, boy. Yeah,
They kept a lot under the wraps.
Yeah, I saw the scene where he kicked out of the hotel room. That was, whew. I'm like, what? All right. There you go. Local trucking companies in whatever state you want to put in. When you get to it, it's gonna show you some stuff up at the top. But what you're really looking for is this map. When you see that map, or when you see these listings underneath that map there, you're gonna click where it says more. You're gonna click where it says more places. You see that?
Right.
Click that more. You click that more places, and then you get a whole list of them, man. You get your nice map over here. You know, I mean, Google just lays it out for you, man.
So those are actually the companies. Is there a map that I can get to where I can get the individual drivers, or?
But then you gotta go to low boards. Go to
low board.
Go to Truckers Path. If you got 123, you can go to 123. There's a couple other load boards. Just do your research in the back office. Find a load board that has truck locators. Just go to the load boards one by one. Find the ones that have truck locators and click on the truck locators and see how they format it.
Okay, because I know some of them, like, I don't know about Truckers Fast, but some of them just say you got to subscribe to them, like get your premium.
Well, yeah, and that's why I tell you, with the ones that's in the back office, most of them. All right, let me show y'all what we're dealing with here in the back office here. Show you how that. Where's my back office? Did we lose my back office? There we go. Choose research. All right, these are your companies in the back office. All the ones that are listed here, these should be premium accounts. All these should be paid accounts. Okay. All these you see listed right here. Those are paid accounts. Now, when you go to the one where it says 901 free load boards, those are not paid accounts. Those are just access to free load boards. Now, that brings up another question. Not mean to cut you off. A lot of you all have noticed that in the 901 free logo, when you click on it, it says something about unprotected access or something like that. Okay.
Right.
All that is the company that owns this website. They have not paid their registration fee to Google or to wherever they need to pay their registration fee. All right, because every website that you build, in order for it to be a secure website, in order for it to be secured, you have to pay a fee to Google or to the server or whatever. There's a fee you have to pay. Okay, like our website is secure because we pay that fee every year. This company just didn't renew their fee. Not saying there's something wrong with the website, because there is nothing wrong with the website. The website is still perfectly fine. It's just that the web provider, the service, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Google Chrome, they can't verify that it is a secure site. They can't put it in writing that yes, this site is secure because they haven't paid us. Okay, that's basically what it says. They haven't paid us to secure it. Not saying that there's something wrong with the site. They're just letting you know that this company has not renewed their subscription as a secure site, and that if you continue, you've been made aware that this site is not a secure site anymore. So, in order to bypass that, you have to allow permission for that site to be viewed. There's a section down there when you go to it. I've already done it. That's why when I click on it, it pulls right up. A lot of y'all think you're having problems pulling it up, but you got to click on there where it says grant the permission or allow the site permission or whatever the case may be. Just make sure you just read it, and you'll see where it says you can allow this site. And once you click that, you don't have to allow it again. It will automatically allow you to see that site every time you click on it. Okay?
Okay.
All right, because I know that was a question that somebody had, because I remember that question. All right? All right. But that is how you find the trucking companies through Google. And it doesn't matter what you put in. If you put in Alabama, if you put in Florida, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to pull up a whole list of them here in Florida, same thing. If you put in, whatever you put in, it's going to pull them up. If you put in Mississippi, Mississippi. Yeah, I went to school.
Good man, good man.
Y'all remember that? Yeah. But anyway, Mississippi, there it is right there. Same thing. And no matter what state you put in, it's gonna pull them up. So if you put in Texas, it's gonna pull them up. Same thing. Okay. So that is the magic phrase: trucking, local trucking companies in whatever state you're looking for. Okay, that's the magic phrase.
Okay.
So remember, the great thing. Great. The great thing about Google is this: it will give you the answers to whatever you need if you know the right question to ask. Okay? If you know the right question to ask, Google is a powerful tool. Remember that. Google is a very powerful tool. Okay? So, but
Calvin, can I ask a fast question?
Sure.
Have you ever tried getting freight out of Mexico?
I have some dedicated runs out of Mexico.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yep. But that's for my carriers that we dispatch for. I have some secure dedicated runs out of Mexico. Okay. Well, you mean New Mexico, right?
No, Mexico.
Oh, no. I don't have any dedicated runs out of Mexico. but as a truck driver, when I was with Covenant, I ran loads out of Mexico once or twice, and Canada.
And who?
Canada.
Oh, Canada. Okay.
Yeah. You have to be hazmat. Usually to run loads out of Mexico and Canada, you got to have all your credentials. That carrier has to be hazmat. That carrier has to have his TWIC card. That carrier has to have his passport. All the drivers have to have a passport. You got to have your passport. Everything's got to be in order. Okay, you got to have it all in order. You got to have in Mexico. I think you got to have some type of security clearance to run those out of Mexico. You got to have a security badge or something like that. Some type of security badge when you check in at the border and stuff on the loads and stuff like that. So there are loads that do run out of Mexico, but you better make sure your carrier is up to snuff.
Okie doke.
They're gonna probe and prod in every aspect of their life to make sure that they ain't got no, you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
So, good paying freight that comes out of there though, but your carrier's got to pass a lot. There's a lot of stuff the carrier's got to have. Okay, it's almost like running those military loads. Charles will tell you we had a military load that we were running early on this year, and it was kind of hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was kind of, so if you're not there at a certain time, and I'm talking about to the minute, you ain't getting in. If your check-in sheet says 1:35 p.m., don't get there at 1:37. Because you ain't getting in.
Well, most of the time you got to be there an hour or two ahead of time.
Exactly.
Do the security check.
Yeah, if you 2 minutes late, you missed your appointment, baby. You ain't getting in. You have to reschedule that for another time. So they're very strict. All right. Any other questions on anything? Let's see here. Hold on. Let's go back here. Look at some of the questions here on the chat group. When I go to look, okay, Nisha Clay says the video that was recorded where taxes were mentioned, is it uploaded on YouTube where taxes were mentioned? Okay, Nisha, unmute your mic and talk to me and kind of clarify that a little bit. Nisha, to where you can talk, Miss Clay. Let me find Miss Clay and see if she can talk to me. If we talked about it, it's in the video. I just need to figure out exactly what were we talking about. Miss Clay, can you hear me? Miss Clay, can you hear me? I just unmuted your mic, so you can talk. If you have your mic, if you have a mic. If you don't have a mic, send me a text and let me know that you don't have a mic, and we'll try to figure out what you're talking about. Okay, well, maybe she can't talk to me. Maybe Nisha Clay can't talk to me. I don't know. All right, sorry about that. I guess her mic is not turned on, or she's not able to speak into her mic or something like that. But you asked the question. The question you asked was the video that was recorded. She said she's at work. Okay, I apologize. I'm not trying to get you in trouble. Okay, it says that the video that was recorded where taxes were mentioned, is it uploaded on YouTube? If we talked about it, it's on YouTube. Okay, it's on YouTube. Now, exactly what video that is, it was probably one of the later ones that we talked about we talk about how you should pay your taxes, or because here's what's going to happen. Okay, all you need to know about taxes is this: you are independent. You are your own business. So at some point in time, you all need to go and get your tax ID number. You can get your tax ID number right here, irs.gov. Okay, irs.gov. right now. This is where you go to get your tax ID number. You're going to go to irstax.gov. You're going to look for where it says Employer ID EIN. That's what you're going to look for. Okay? Now, for you truck drivers, you know they have a Visit the Trucking Tax Center. That's specifically for truck drivers. So IRS gets smart. Okay? So if you truck drivers, you might want to visit that. But for you people who are like myself, trying to start your own, who have started their own businesses and things like that, go to Employer ID number EIN. You're going to click on that. They make this very simple. All right, you must complete each EIN application individually instead of using any automated process. All right, what you're going to do is here, you're going to come down here, you're going to hit Apply for an EIN online. You're going to click on that, right? And it's going to take you over to the steps, and it tells you what the steps are. Determine your eligibility. You may apply for EIN if your principal business is located in the United States or the U.S. territory, which it is. Bam! If you're located outside of the United States or the U.S. territory, you don't need an EIN number. So for those of my students who are in Israel, who are in Brazil, who are in where we have Hungary, we have some in Malaysia, all those places, you don't need a tax ID number. Okay, you need whatever your country tells you you need to operate your business there. Okay, because you are operating a business from your location, but you are operating, but you are booking freight here in the United States. You don't owe Uncle Sam no money because you don't live in the territories that Uncle Sam says that he owns. Okay, so you don't have to pay Uncle Sam any money. All right, so whatever your country tells you you need, that's what you need in your countries. All right, you must complete this application in one session, as you will not be able to save and return at a later time. It doesn't take that long, people. It takes about 2 minutes. Literally, it takes 2 minutes. Okay, it's not that long. All right, and then submit your application, and then once you submit it, you will immediately get your information on what your tax ID number and everything is. It'll be sent to you by PDF, and you can download it and you can save it. Okay, and then you will have your EIN number. Okay, but you click that little button right there where it says Apply Now, and you fill out the information, and it's very simple information to get your tax ID number. You can get it within 2 minutes. All right. Now, when it comes to filing your taxes, okay, what you will have to do is this. There are 3 things that you're going to have to do, 3 things you have to be concerned with when filing your taxes. First of all, because you are an independent dispatcher, you're a bona fide agent, you're your own business, and you are dealing with 2 parties, okay? You're dealing with 2 payment parties. You got a party that's paying you, and then there's a party that you are paying. The party that's paying you is your carrier. And because you are a bona fide agent for multiple carriers, you are going to be receiving, if the carriers have paid you more than $600, that is the cap, that is the limit. That's the cap that you can get from any one person and not have to file taxes on it. All right, $600. Let's say you have 10 carriers that you are dispatching for. And let's say all 10 carriers ran loads this year to where they paid you more than $600 total. Okay, each of the carriers, each carrier paid you more than $600. So if you receive more than $600 in dispatch fees from any one carrier, that carrier is going to send you a 1099. Okay, so if you got 10 carriers, you conceivably may wind up getting 10 1099 forms. Okay, from that carrier. So that's because they paid you more than $600. If you receive more than $600 altogether, right? Altogether, that means you pay us more than $600 altogether, right? Us, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. You are going to have to send us a 1099. Why? Because you hired us to show you and teach you how to build your business. Now, yes, we collect the money from your carrier, but the carrier is not paying us. The carrier is paying you. We are just the processing center that processes the invoice, and we collect it for you. And though technically we are sending you your half, that is you actually paying us. Okay? As far as the IRS is concerned, that is you paying us because you have hired us to perform a service, provide you with tools, resources, access, so that you can operate and build your business. And that is our fee. Our fee is what? Half of the dispatch fee. So when we collect that money for you, and then we send you your half, in actuality, you are paying us and not us paying you. Okay? So therefore, you're going to receive a 1099 from multiple sources. These are all of your trucking companies that you find loads for, and you're going to send one 1099 to us at come tax time on the amount of money that you have paid us. Does everybody understand that? Did I answer that question? I hope I did.
Yes, you did.
All right, great. All right, but that's how that works. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
fair question, Calvin.
Sure.
Can I be in the Caribbean and do this?
You can be anywhere in the world and do this, as long as you got internet access and a phone. One of my business partners, who is also a member of our network and books freight, is Kerry. Okay, Kerry Glickstein. He is, I think he's in Israel, if I'm not mistaken. We have another couple. We have a few members that operate out of Australia, the Dominican Republic, Hungary, Malaysia. Where else we got members from? We got members from all over the world.
Can I get in contact with them?
And for what reason? I mean,
to share information.
I mean, you can contact anybody through our chat group. What we don't do is we don't give out our students our personal phone numbers and email addresses and things like that. That's something that we can't do. Okay. Now, if you want to contact them, if you want to go on the chat group and say anybody from out of the country, talk to them, you can do that. But we can't give you the information, no. Just like we're not allowed to give out your information to anyone, that's something we can't do.
Okay.
Because they are all enrolled students, and they trust us with their information. We are entrusted with their personal information, and we can't just give it out to people. I mean, you could tell me, I want to contact them and talk to them about this, but you may know this person in a past life. Y'all may have something going on. I don't know. You see, so we can't just give out information like that, because let's say if I give that information out and you contact them, you track them down, and then they wind up floating in a river somewhere.
No.
Well, but I'm just saying, hypothetically, we would get our butt sued off.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
What is the chat group's address?
Just go to the chat group. If you are a member of our platform, you should be a member of our chat group.
Okay.
Are you enrolled?
Yeah, I am a member, but I'm. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, submit your thing to access our chat group along with your enrollment email address, and then we'll add you to the chat group. And then once you're in the chat group, you can ask. You can if you want to connect with members who are out of the country, say, hey, anybody from out of the country in the chat group right now. Now I want to talk to you, and they'll connect with you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. Any other questions? Questions. Now is the time.
Calvin.
Yes, sir. Who am I talking
to? This is Rick Allen again. Look,
Rick, what's up?
I'm going back to these trucking companies that you pulled up by state. Now, I see you got Stevens Transport and this and that. So if I call companies like that, they already got their own dispatch you know, department and everything like that. So it'd be kind of hard.
But you got every trucking company. You got big companies, you got little companies.
So basically, just go down the list.
Yeah, because Google's going to give you all of them.
Okay.
Google's going to give you every trucking company that's out of Texas.
Because if I put local owner-operator companies in Texas, then that would put me with owner-operators more or less.
I don't know. Try it and see. And what does Google tell you? See, Google, they use algorithms. Okay, algorithms are how do I explain the algorithm? Charles Bundy can explain algorithms better than I can because he's into that type of stuff. But they use algorithms. Algorithm is a set nomenclature of symbols and numbers, and it's kind of like a language that the computer system uses to perform certain tasks. And
okay, all right.
And those algorithms all go on you asking the right question. Now, if you put in stuff that the algorithm don't recognize, it's just going to pull up a bunch of stuff, or it's going to tell you, nothing found. But if you put in the right questions, it'll pull up everything you need to know. So if you want to streamline that to not just local trucking companies, but local owner-operated trucking companies, see if they have an algorithm, if their algorithm is going to recognize that question, and if it does, it'll be able to pull together all the information that's on the web and create a format that shows you what you're asking for.
Okay. Now when I go on Trucker's Path and I look to locate trucks, basically they're going. Yeah, it's going to show. Yeah. It's going to show me the trucks that are posted, right?
Yeah. And here it is. Okay. It's going to show you. You go to Trucker's Path. You're going to go to truckloads for brokers. You're going to click on that.
Oh, for brokers. Okay.
Yeah, you got to click truckloads for brokers. Because carriers ain't got no business looking at other carriers. You see what I'm saying? Then you got to go to truck search. Right. You're going to go to truck search, and you click on truck search, and it's going to pull up the trucks that have made themselves, that have listed themselves, and there it is right there. You see right there?
Oh, okay. See, that's where I was making. I was doing the carriers, not the broker. Okay.
Nah, you got to go to brokers, because carriers got no business looking at other carriers. Only brokers, only if you're under the broker section can you see the other carriers.
Oh, okay. That's where I've been messing up. Okay, I got it now. Okay, I see the numbers, names, and everything. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can click on where it says you can click, any or just flatbeds or just vans or reefers.
Oh, okay.
You can click on here for satisfactory and conditional. I always keep satisfactory and conditional check.
Okay, that's where I was messing up. I was like, I can find good. I was finding good loads. I was like, well, man, how am I? I know there was a web page where you had the numbers of the drivers and everything. So that's where I messed up. I was pushing the carrier thing.
Yeah,
okay,
and you can look by states and or whatever it can be. So yeah, that's how you find it on Trucker's Path. What you do is just go to each one of the paid carrier groups that we have in the back office. Click on each one of them and see if they have a truck locator or a truck search or a carrier search or carrier locator. You click on that option and then see how it's formatted and see if that's going to work for you.
Okay, all right, that sounds good. Okay,
but remember, in searching for carriers, if they have an option where it says for broker area or carrier area, always click the broker area to find trucks. Okay?
Oh, okay. That's why I was messing up. Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right.
And what does conditional stand for?
Conditional stands for if they have they've had some type of one or two incidents or run-ins with DOT, or they've had situations where they got pulled in and they had a couple of overweight loads. If they've had a situation to where the driver may have had a suspended license at one time or another, or just conditional can be anything. But satisfactory basically means they're complete green light. They haven't had any problems. They haven't had any, what's it called? Matter of fact, here, let's look at conditionals and see what we get. See how many conditionals we get pulled up. And then I'm going to click on one of them and kind of give you, all right, these are all conditionals, right? So let's look at it and see why this guy is a conditional. All right, let's pull it up. It tells you right here. Okay, posted just now. He just now posted his truck, available. He has his authority. His operation is green light. He has a safety flag. Okay, yellow. Is that yellow right there?
Yep.
That's his conditional. Safety. It's a safety issue. So he's had an accident somewhere, one or two. Okay. If it was insurance, it would be here. If it was on his authority, it would be there. If it was on his operations, on whether he was able to run loads on time or he's late on load, it would be right there. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, that's what that is. Like, let's look at another one and see what their conditional is. You look at this one. His is a safety. Same thing. Safety. Most conditionals are going to have something to do with safety. There it is again. Safety. Try to find one that's not safety. Yeah, safety. See, most conditionals are going to have something to do with safety. Well, just about 99% of the time, as you can see right there. It's got to do with some type of either accident, because that's the common thing. You're on that road. Look, you're on the road long enough, you're going to run that truck off the road. Or you're going to hit someone else, or you're going to bump someone's going to bump you. Something's going to happen safety-wise if you're on the road long enough. Okay? This is how it is. All right? But I always keep both conditional and satisfactory checks. Okay? So.
Thank you.
All right. Questions. Y'all gonna talk? Okay. Nisha Clay said it was after you came back from the hospital. Okay, yeah, I think that's what it was. We were talking about the taxes. Okay, so we got all that. Daniel says Nexus is free. Daniel, what's Nexus? Can you speak on freight terminal fees and access? All right,
Nexus,
freight terminal.
It's a load board in the back office. It's a free load board.
Okay, there's one in the back office.
It's under Exodus with Nexus and Nexus free load board.
It's on the what now?
Exodus Logistics.
Oh, okay. But don't they have a paid subscription too?
No, I signed up for free, man. You get the whole thing for free.
Okay, cool. Well, we like free.
I don't know if it was paid before, but it's free now.
Yeah. Well, we like free. Tony says, can you speak on freight terminal fees and access? Freight terminal. Tony, talk to me. Unmute yourself. Talk to me. What are we talking about? What do you want me to speak on about freight terminal fees?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
I was just asking as far as freight terminal to get access to it. I've been receiving a email monthly saying that my subscription has been paid for. So I took the initiative and called, and I spoke with the gentleman, and he explained to me that for $149, he'll take me off of the $29.99, and I'll have access to more features, direct brokers, setting them up, if I wanted to try to build me a dedicated lane with my carrier.
Okay, so
does he only want to go so many miles?
So what are you asking me? I mean, hold on here. Is
I'm just
hold on here. Let's go to freight terminal. All right.
I'm just like asking how many sections do it have? Because it's like freight terminal, and then once we get access to freight terminal, we have something that he said was. Let me look at my notes right quick.
You get access to a whole bunch of other stuff, right?
But he said it was like a couple parts to it.
Yeah, look. All right.
Load
go to your back office. All right, look. When you go to your back office, right?
Yeah.
Hot shot carriers, load boards for step deck carriers, and freight terminal. Those are all the same company.
Oh, okay.
Why? Because we have an upgraded account with freight terminal, so we get access to this other stuff too.
Okay.
If you go to the back office area and you use the login that we have back there for you, right?
Yep.
You get access to all that stuff. Like here, where it says, yeah, exactly. 'Cause that's what we have. That's why I say we have the paid subscription back there for you. Because we got the updated one to where you get the one. Because I know because it hits my credit card. This one right here hits my credit card every week. It hits my credit card every month.
Okay.
Because you're logging in with the national our logins, not one of the students' logins. It's one of the ones because I actually paid for this one, and that I know because it hits my credit card every month. All right.
Okay.
So when you go in there and look for whatever you're looking for, let's say if you put in Tallahassee, Florida, whatever, Oklahoma, whatever you want to put in, and you search for Lowe's, currently Lowe's matches. Okay, hold up here. Originating in. All right, there we go. Timbers, this is Tallahassee, Florida. There we go. These are loads that's coming out of Tallahassee, Florida on freight terminal. Yeah. Picking up on 9/10, 9/11. Got the information there. There are no rates on these, so you got to call on those. If you want to, let's look at some other stuff. Let's say, let's just say Alabama. That's a city and state. Let's just try to put in just Alabama. Let's go over here and see if we can pull it up on just Alabama. Yeah, here we go. Just Alabama. Let's click search those coming out of Alabama, and there you go. Over here, look at some of the rates. Here's some of the rates. See, here's what I don't like about Freight Terminal is that you can't just click on rates and it pulls them up by the rates first. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got to go through the whole list to kind of see rates and see what's going on, but it doesn't have it where you can actually, isolate the rate and click where it says rate like you do with some of the other ones. Let's try another one. Let's try this one right here. This is a decent one because it gives you the what you call it, find loads. Let's see, Alabama. And this one is very simple to use. I like this one. Search load, Alabama. And see here, you come over here, you click where it says pay rate. You click the pay rate, and look what it does. It just pulls up all the rates first.
Right.
So that's what you really want to know. What's the rate? So I can find the ones for my carrier that that fits their rate criteria. So I try to stick with load boards that gives me the options to isolate stuff like the rate, the weight, things that's gonna be things that's gonna be pertinent to what my client is looking for, and that'll help me to access stuff quicker as far as exactly what I need. Okay.
Okay.
So when you're looking at load boards, kind of go through them and click stuff like that. When you go through them, click loads, and then you click up here and see if you can isolate stuff. And if you can't isolate stuff, I rarely use the ones that I can't isolate stuff.
Limited options.
Yeah, to where I can pull it up immediately. That's why we give you so much access so that you all can go through them and see what works for you. Okay. But that's why you have all the access that we provide for you. All right. But okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go through here and see what other questions we have here.
Hey, Captain.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering on that Hall Hounds. Every time I go in there, it says invalid passwords.
Yeah, I've got to call Carrie on that because it's Carrie was the one that gave us access to that one.
Oh, okay.
He's one of our members. I got to call him and find out what's going on with it. If it's just because we're using them for some other stuff too, because I don't want to get into it right now, but we're working behind the scenes with them on some partnership stuff. So we're in development with some stuff with them right now. So that
okay, I was just curious. Yeah.
That may have something to do with it. It may not, which I doubt it. But I need to get with my business partner because he's the one. He's also one of our enrolled students. And he's the one that presented us with that particular load board. So I've got to get with him to find out on what's going on with that particular load board. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. Eric says, "What is a good number for carriers? What is a good number of carriers to contact per day when starting out?" As many as you can call. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you tell me what's a good number. Me personally, when I was looking up carriers to call for and trying to pitch them the our dispatch agreement, I called until I got tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. I called until I got tired. I usually have a set number. I usually have a set number of hours each day that I would set aside just for calling carriers. And when I was doing it, I would set aside 2 hours of my day and just call carriers for 2 hours straight. And that was during the day. And then in the afternoons, after 4 o'clock, between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m., I just called carriers until I got tired of calling. My phone is ringing here, as it always does. Oh, y'all hold on 1 second. That's my mom. I gotta answer the mom call. Y'all know that, right? Hold on for just 1 second. Hey, Mom. Oh, I'm in the middle of a live training session with my students. Okay, is everything okay? I sent us some money the other day. Yeah, it was I think last week I sent a couple $100. Right. Y'all haven't talked with him? Okay. All right. Well, let me get back with my students, and I'll call her, and but I'll call her and see if I can get in contact. See if I can get in contact with her. Okay. All right. I apologize. Okay. As y'all know, when Mom calls, you gotta answer. You can't just tell Mom, "Oh, Mom, I was busy." Mom tell you, "You never too busy for your mama." But anyway, okay, all right.
You're lucky to have your mother.
Oh yeah. You gotta pick up that call. Okay, good number of carriers to contact per day when starting out. All right, Monday through Fridays, I usually will call carriers after 4 o'clock. So that's about the time they start shutting down. Carriers, the highest, about 70 to 80% of carriers run daytime hours. You know, not very many carriers. There are carriers that run nights. They're going to be about 25 to 30% of the carriers out there will run nights. But 70%, I'll say 70% of carriers run during daytime hours. So that means that they usually get about 4:30 in the morning, get their truck checked out, everything, get fueled up, and by 6:30 they're on the road. Which means since they only have 11 hours that they can run in their shift, which means that after 8 hours they've got to stop, take a half-hour break, then they can run for another 2 to 3 hours. Most carriers are not going to run all 11 hours. You're not going to run all 11 hours, because if you ran all 11 hours, then you wouldn't have time to do what? Find a place to shut down at. Which means you're going to be what? You're going to shut down on the side of the road somewhere. That's not going to happen. So most carriers is going to run about 9 hours, 8 to 9 hours out of 11 hours. Most guys, when they hit that 8-hour break, wherever they take the 8-hour break at, that's where they're shutting down at. You have some guys that'll run a couple more hours after that. The 8-hour break, they run an hour, the hour and a half. Then they're looking for a place to shut down. Okay? They find a place to shut down. If you do the hours from 6 a.m., about 9 hours later, it's going to be around about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's when it's time for them to start looking for a place to shut down. So come 4 o'clock, they are at a truck stop. They're going inside to get them a shower and something to eat, and they're sitting down watching television instead of doing something, wasting time. From then until about 9 o'clock, and then they go outside and get in the truck, and they shut down until about 5 o'clock in the morning when they're going to get back up and get back out. But so from that 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock is when I call during the week, during weekdays, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Because that's going to be time when you're going to be able to get access to your carriers directly, more likely than not. Okay, and then on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, call all day. It's Saturday, Sunday. If a carrier is at a truck stop, on a Saturday or Sunday, chances are he's not under load. He's on his reset. He's on his 34-hour reset. He's empty. He needs a load. So that's the best time to call. Weekends, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Call them up. Call them up. Okay? So it's not so much of how many calls do I make, it's how long do I make calls. Because I can't put a number on the number of calls that you make, but I can tell you I set aside 2 to 3 hours every day during the week between 4 and 9 p.m. And that's when I usually call carriers. Then on the weekends, I just call, until I get tired or until I find something else that I need to do. Or my wife says, "Hey, put that phone down." Come to the phone time with me. That type of thing. So that's how that works. Okay. All right. Next question. Kevin, I have to step away, but you can answer my questions. Okay, Eric. Yeah, okay, that was Eric. He said, "Yeah, step away." All right. Any other questions? Anybody else has a question? Y'all need to come on now. We got about how many hours? What we got left? It's 12:19. We got about 40 minutes. So I know y'all had a lot of questions during the week. So now's the time to ask them. Y'all call me up during the week. Be trying to call my phone, be asking questions, be asking in the back office. All kinds of questions. Here's a question from our from our chat group, or from the messenger. Let's see here. Good morning, Kevin. I wanted to find out if I did anything wrong in submitting my information to get paid on the referral I sent. All right. If you send in a referral, you make sure you send in. Someone just asked a question about referrals. Okay. The proper procedures for sending in referrals is this. Matter of fact, let's find it. I'm going to find it for you all. Matter of fact, here it is right here. This is the proper procedure for sending in referrals. I'm going to see if I can all right, I'm going to see if I can copy and paste this into the for you all. Sometimes when I put stuff in, it's too big. All right, there it is. That is the proper procedure for sending in your referrals. Okay, most referrals are going to be same-day payout at the time of registration. So when your referral signs up and pays for their enrollment fee, you're going to get paid that same day if we have all your information. Okay, it's convenient, fast payment via Square Cash paid directly to you and can be deposited in your account the same day. The email address you need to send your referrals to is training@RBBSLLC.org. Okay? Email your referrals name, phone number, their email address to training@RBBSLLC.org. Don't forget to include your info as well. And your info, be sure to include your cash tag ID so we can pay you. Okay? So that's where you send your referrals over to. When you send that over to us, here is what we do with it. I'm going to show you what we do with it. Here, let's go to this. I'm going to show you what we do with your referral. When we get your referral, this is what we do with it. We take your referral and let's look up. This is what we do with your referral. When you send over your referral, name, phone number, email address, and stuff like that. Here is what we send here is what we send to your referral. Okay? We send this to your referral. We send them this. The opportunity. There it is right there. Alright. Let's click show images. Alright, this is what we send to your referrals. We're gonna send them a whole bunch of info on who we are and how they can get started, and that they will refer by you or whatever. We send them this video, exactly what is the Earn While You Learn logistics consulting platform, and that's a video of me explaining to everyone what you get with our platform, and that's on YouTube. We'll also get this information down here that tells you Earn While You Learn, exactly what is the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, Earn While You Learn logistics training consulting platform. We do not hire anyone. In fact, you hire us to consult with and train you how to be an independent logistics entrepreneur. The training and consulting portion of our it goes on to tell you about who we are, how we pay you all, or how you all get paid by your carrier. All the things that we offer you, the tools, the resources, things of that nature, a little information about earning potential when it comes to dispatching as a whole, as an industry. We lay everything, we lay it all out for you, and then there's a link there that they can click, and when they click the link, it takes them right over to the Enrollment Center to where they can sign up and they can enroll. Okay? Now, when they enroll, what we do is when they enroll and they give us their email address, we always go back and check the email address with the referral that was sent in. Show you how some of the referrals look. Let's find a referral. Yes, I shop at Victoria's Secret. I know y'all see all that. Okay, but yeah, sometimes you gotta just spoil your wife. I'm gonna give y'all some good marriage advice. Fellas, spoil your wife. That's all I can tell you. Spoil her. Okay? You do that and things will go a lot smoother in your household. Trust me on that. But I get a lot of referrals from Mr. What's his name? Find some of his referrals. But I want to show y'all what his referrals look like, because he always sends good referrals. His name is Justin is what his name is. Hold on here. Show you. Here it is right here. He always sends good referrals. That's not him. Yeah, at charter.net, I think it's him. Yeah. Inbox. I don't know why I'm not pulling up his referrals. Anyway, but he always sends in a lot of great referrals. If I can pull them all up, I got a lot of emails here. But if I ever find it, I'll pull it up for you. But he sends in great referrals. Yeah, here it is right here, our referral. This is how he sends in his referrals. He sends them in. It always has, the referral's name, email address, and phone number. Okay, that's basically it. That's what he sends in. He sends in his information, okay, along with his referral information. And when the referral signs up, we always go back and check to see if they were referred by anybody. And if they were referred by anybody, we pay them their referral fee. Referral fees are $50. If a person signs up under the regular fee, if they sign up under the discounted fee for the veterans program, it's $25. Okay, so referral fees are $25 and $50 for your enrollment fees. All right, and we send those out to you immediately. All right, but I need to respond back to her and let her know that I don't think she did anything. Maybe her referral, I have to check to see if her referral signed up. Sometimes you all will send in referrals and you will think they signed up, or you'll send a referral in and that person actually signed up before you sent the referral. Now, your referral, when you send your referral in, it must be dated. Your referral email must be dated before their registration, before they sign up, before the enrollment. Now, if the enrollment is today and you send me a referral sheet on this person tomorrow, obviously you're not going to get paid on that referral because the referral has to come before the enrollment, not the other way around. A lot of times people will send over referrals, but the person enrolled before they actually send the referral. So if you're talking to someone, be sure and send your referral in immediately so they don't beat you to the punch and sign up before we actually get your referral, because there's no way we can justify that. I mean, I can't justify that onto the board, paying someone money for something after the fact. I can't do that. The board's going to look at me and say, Calvin, don't pay people for referrals after someone's already signed up. You got to refer them first, and then they sign up, and then you can pay them. But don't have people have people who signed up, and then somebody comes behind and then say, "Hey, I referred that person." Now that's not going to fly. All right, I can't justify that. When I turn in, my monthly reports. Okay, there's no way I can justify that. All right. Keenan says, since the fee going up to join, do the referral fee go up? Nope. Hey, yeah, I got it. That's the board. When the fee was $599.95, the referral fee was $50. When the fee was $299.95, the referral fee was $50. That's just a referral fee. It's the same referral fee. We didn't lower the referral fee when we dropped it from the $599.95 to the $299.95. So now that we're going back up to the $349.95, no, the referral fee stays the way it is. The referral fee is not a percentage base. The referral fee is a fee that we pay for someone sending us business. It doesn't matter what it is. It's the fee. Just like we have a fee for different things. We have a fee for the referral. We have a fee for someone that's coming in and getting like someone came in and did the $10,000 one. I think we have a referral fee of $1,000. That's a fee. Now, if we raise that, your referral fee is still $1,000. Now, obviously, if we lower that to $2,000, we can't pay your referral fee of $1,000. But we're never going to lower that particular fee down to that price. All right. Any other questions? Come on now. Let me go to my chat group because I know there's a lot of questions on there. Apparently, some of the people who are on here are not on the chat group. Let's go to the chat group and see what's here. Let's see here. Chat group. Let's look at some of the questions on here. We have a lot of questions on here. All right. Okay, as y'all can see, our chat group has a lot of activity. Somebody was asking here, hello everyone, I am a new, oh shoot, it jumped. I hate when it does that. Hello everyone, I am a new member, and are we allowed to have business cards? If yes, any design ideas? Thanks in advance. Okay, someone says yes, it's your business. It's your business, so yes, correct. What company name should I list? No. If you have your business cards, the company name that you should list is your company name. Okay. Now you can list your company name and you can put a member of the National Dispatchers Network. Okay. Okay, because remember you don't work for the National Dispatchers Network. Okay. you are a member of the National Dispatcher Network. You are a member of that network. Your company is a member of the network, of a national network. So if you're doing your own business cards, put your own name or your own business name, and you can put member of the National Dispatchers Network. Okay? All right. But everyone, as you can see, the answers were correct. Your company name. Thanks, guys, for the clarification. Okay, I need a load. Someone says that I need a load out of Tucson, Arizona today going towards West Texas, New Mexico, or Oklahoma. Flatbed or power only, 48,000 pounds max weight, at least $3.10 per mile. All right. This is what our network is here for. Help you find the loads that are difficult to find. All right. It says here, if anybody sees a load that meets these specifications, please DM me. Okay. Someone found one that said it was $2.75 max is in that lane normally. Miracles do happen from time to time. I guess it was being funny. Sorry, but the rate now from Arizona is actually $3.10 exactly, according to that. Sorry, my bad. These rates fluctuate. That's true. Now, as you can say, that person came back and says, yes, you can get a rate for $3.10. And she said, perfect. Check 123 load board. Can get 3 or 4 truckloads free daily. 1, 2, 3. So this is what our network does. Okay. Any type of questions you ask on it, and during the week, these are the questions you should be asking onto the network. Okay, because you're not going to have access to me during the week. I'm just being honest with you. You're not going to have access to me during the week. When I first started this platform, yes, I had plenty of time to consult, answer questions all day long on the phone with all of the students and things like that. I didn't have that many students, a couple of hundred maybe, and had plenty of time because I didn't have a whole lot of other people that were pulling at me left and right, and the business was just starting to blossom. Now that the business is in full swing and everybody wants a part of me, everybody is demanding my time, I can't make myself available 24/7 like I used to. All right, so our platform is set up to where you can. That's why we have this chat group. You can ask questions on this chat group. You all help each other out, and there's plenty of stuff here to ask questions. Casey, I have a question. So you get a carrier agreement is signed. A new load some trucks out. Okay. A lot of these questions, they just run on. Y'all gotta start using periods and exclamation points and semicolons to separate some of this stuff. Okay. I have a question. I guess that's supposed to be a stop. So you get a carrier. Agreement is signed. A new load from trucks out and they unload. But they want to use a factoring company. So how does that go? Okay? They want to use a factoring company. Okay? All right. Here's my thing. If you have a carrier who says, I want to use my own factoring company, first of all, make sure they understand that you are getting this load from a broker. Because some carriers, for some reason, they don't understand or comprehend that the load is already factored. Okay? Make sure that your carriers understand that you are getting the load from a broker. And every broker uses factoring to factor the load, to pay it out. Because the money that they are receiving is not coming from the broker. It is coming from the broker's factoring company. So why would you as a carrier factor money that's coming from a factoring company already? Does everybody understand that? Y'all talk to me now. Does everybody understand why you would not want to refactor a load that's coming from a factoring company already? Does everybody understand that? Okay? So make sure So make sure your carriers, make sure they understand that. Because a lot of carriers don't understand that. And a lot of factoring companies are getting over left and right. I refer people to factoring companies from time to time. I just got a check from a factoring company for $1,895 for several carriers that I referred over to them, and they pay me for referring people over to them. Okay? But I'm going to tell y'all this. Some factory companies are making a killing because they are factoring the same load sometimes 2 or 3 times. Some factoring companies are sometimes factoring the same load 2 and 3 times, believe that or not. Okay, so if you have your carriers out and they're looking for it, and you have your carriers call you up and they say, hey, I want to use my own factoring company, make sure they understand that these loads are booked by brokers. If you're booking these loads from brokers, and those brokers have their own factoring company, and those loads have already been factored, make sure they understand that. Okay? Just make sure they understand that those loads have already been factored, and that there's no need for them to refactor a load that's already been factored. Because I've seen some loads that they send a load up to the broker. The broker has their factoring company to factor the load and cut the check. The carrier says, I want to factor that load myself. So then another factoring company, or sometimes the same factoring company, that carrier sends it back to the same factoring, and that factoring company refactors that load again and gets another percentage. And I have seen where some dispatchers factor their money again using the same factoring company. So there are some cases where one factoring company gets paid 3 times on one load. Believe it or not. Because they're not going to tell you, oh, we've already factored this load. Nah, they ain't like, oh, you want to, okay, yeah, we'll factor it again. That's why they're going to say, hey, you want to factor it? Oh, yeah, we'll factor it again. They're not going to tell you, oh, this load is we already factored this load. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to charge you again for it, for the load that they've already factored. You know? So the broker pays them a fee, the carrier pays them a fee, and then you turn around and pay them a fee. Come on now, that doesn't make much sense. But it happens. It happens because people fail to realize that when the money you're getting is coming from a factoring company. The money that the carrier gets is coming from a factoring company. That check was cut by a factoring company. So there's no need to refactor that load. All right. In the same question, okay, I have a question. So you load up a couple of trucks for a guy, and they deliver the load, get all the bills signed, but they want to use a factoring company. What direction will we go then? Same direction. There is no need to factor a load if it's coming from a broker. Now, if you're getting the load directly from a shipper, now if you contacted a shipper directly, and you're getting that load directly from a shipper, if you are a broker, you're getting that load directly from a shipper, and you don't have your own factory, yes, by all means, say your carrier, go ahead and use your factoring company. But that's the only time you're going to have your carrier to use their own factoring company is if that load is coming direct from a shipper and you're not using a broker. Okay? A lot of dedicated loads sometimes need factoring. If you have dedicated loads, a lot of times those are contracts that are set up directly with shippers. So yes, your carrier may want to get factoring if you are using direct shipper loads. Factoring is only going to come into play when you're using direct shipper loads. There's no need to refactor broker loads because they are already factored. All right, does everybody understand that? I'm looking for, Craig Spencer said, I'm looking to purchase a few trucks. Does RBBS LLC have its own carrier's authority, and would I be able to run under that authority? No, not as of yet. We're looking at pursuing that, and that is still on the table. We have to get some other things done and completed and out of the way first, like this load board that we're developing. We are developing that first, and once we get that up and going out of the way, then we will revisit our authority on getting our own carrier authority. Okay, once we do that, then we'll look to sign on trucks. By the way, getting your own carrier authority, you can get it for as low as $400 some odd dollars. The company that we like to use is 1 Hour Authority. Here, we like to use 1 Hour Authority when doing stuff like this. There's 1 Hour Authority. MC number authority, everything. 1 Hour Authority. This is who we like to use. 1 Hour Authority. Oh, they changed the website. Okay, they've updated the website. But this is who we like to use right here. 1 Hour Authority. Let me copy it, give it to you all. If you're looking at getting your own authority, this is who we like. All right, there's the link right there. You know, they can get you your authority for as little as, I think, $375. If that's all you want is just authority. If you want just authority, U.S. DOT numbers, MC numbers, broker authority, but you're looking for the motor carrier authority, interstate authority compliance, MC numbers, compliance, interstate, intrastate, okay, authority, and motor coast passenger authority and compliance. So yeah, they can get you your authorities for as little as, I think the MC numbers are going to run you not much at all. MC numbers, yeah. US DOT number only, $1 basic package USD, US DOT complete package, complete authority, $629. So that's what you're looking at right there. Complete package, complete authority, $629. If you want the silver package, complete authority plus KYU, New York, Hunt, New Mexico, 804, and so on and so on. Gold packages and things and so on. International type stuff. Do you want information above and like? But anyway, that's who I would recommend. Okay, it's quick, fast, easy. They're easy to deal with. Okay, so there you go. That's our free plug for 1 Hour Authority. All right. Let's see here. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Get some other questions answered. All right. Let me get rid of some of this stuff real quick. We're fastly approaching it's 12:44. We got about 15 minutes. All right. Any other questions? Questions, anybody? Come on now. If y'all all week, I watch you all ask questions on that chat group, and a lot of times you all say, you know, you be asking Calvin, I have a question. 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 And Saturday, the day when you all supposed to ask me questions, y'all ain't got no questions. Come on now, talk to me.
Hey, Calvin, this is Rick Allen again. Now, that the profile sheet, is that just something I can make up when I talk to the driver myself, or is it?
You can, but it's on the chat group. It's not in the back office, but it is on the chat group. On this chat group.
On the chat group.
Yeah. If you look over here to the side, okay, you are looking at my screen, right? All right.
Yeah.
You look at the screen. If you look over here on the side, if y'all see over here on the side, this little screen over here on the side.
Right.
That's why it's good to do this stuff on a computer or a tablet. Because if you look over here on the side, if you scroll all the way down throughout, these are all the people who are on the chat group, by the way. These are all the people who have signed on to this chat group. You got quite a few people who are signed on to the chat group. A lot of them. These are all the students who participate in the chat group. But when you scroll down to the bottom here, down beneath Zoe Henderson, because his name is beginning with a Z, you'll see where it says shared files.
Oh, okay.
See these are all the files that we've ever shared on this chat group. So a lot of times, if y'all be asking for stuff, if you just look over here on the side, you'll see it. Okay? Like it says, new dispatch service agreement, that's there right there. The onboarding process, it's right there. All kinds of stuff. Now, if you're looking for a profile sheet, This one right there, Exodus carrier profile sheet, and somebody else has used and put some of their profiles. So different people have their profile sheets on here.
Okay. So that's under the RBBS Logistic Learning Center chat group.
Exactly. Go to the chat group on Facebook, and you can come out here and like that. I'm going to pull this one up real quick, and you can see, and here it is. That's one from Exodus, the profile sheet that Charles uses, and there it is right there. The carrier profile sheet.
Okay.
You know,
okay. All right.
What forms you send to them. All right.
All right. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right. Questions? Anybody? Y'all don't want to talk to me now. I told y'all what was going to happen if y'all don't talk to me.
What's the update on the load board from the RBBS load board?
Let's say that again now.
The new load board, when's that's going to start? RBBS load board? What's the start date? And when's it going to start?
Like I said, we are. I'm getting ready to present it to my partners, and they have to review it. And then once they review it, then we'll be putting it out. I can't give you an exact date. I don't know the exact date. It's not one of those things that you can say, okay, I'm going to do this on this certain date, and that's going to be it. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. When you're trying to get this stuff done, you run into problems in building it. People who you're partnering with, who are helping you with some of the stuff, they have certain guidelines and stuff that they have to have met, and we might not be in the same agreement at the house. A certain part of that load board is supposed to work out. Because remember, this is not just a load board. We're doing something that hasn't been done before. Okay, we are actually constructing something that has never been constructed before. Nowhere on the internet will you find this type of product. So we're coming to the table with something new and innovative. We're not just copying what's already been done. So in coming up with something new, it's kind of like when Facebook came up with Facebook. You know, it got launched in what? In 1999, 1998, or in 2000. I mean, I'm not sure exactly when it got launched, but it was worked on about 5 years before that. Okay, so it's not.
I'm just looking forward to it.
Yeah. Hey, so am I. I mean, come on. At $29.95 per month and potentially 6,000 subscribers, you don't think I'm not looking forward to it? I mean, come on. We're looking at trying to bring on 2,000 subscribers per year at $29.95 a month. Do the math on that, man. You don't think me, our investors, my business partners, you don't think we're looking forward to it? Yeah, we're looking forward to it too. But what we don't want to do is put out a product that's flawed. Okay, that's what we don't want to do. So we got to make sure that we have everything works, everything right, and the company that we're working with on the construction of the load board, they have certain parameters that they want to see in it, and we're kind of bumping heads a little bit, so we got to work that out. That's just how business is, yeah. But if we will bring it to you as soon as we can bring it to you. We're hoping we know that we'll get it to you before the beginning of the year. We want to get it to you before before the end of this month. That's what we want to do before October. We want to bring it to you before October. So I'm working to try and finish it up and get some of the other stuff, all the stuff in that we want to have into it. Because remember, this is not just a load board. This is the industry's first interactive networking load board. The first one. And it is the only one, the first one to ever have subscription monetization. Okay? The only one. There's not a load board out there that's going to have the features that we have. Okay, so it's not just a load board. It's something much, much more. It's something new. It's something that no one has ever seen before. And that's what we're doing. Do we have recommendations for insurance? Not really. There's so many different insurance companies out there. I can't say that one is better than the other because they're all going to go into going rates. Okay. Do we have to be friends with individuals in the chat group to access the shared files? No. I only see the RBBS onboarding process and dispatch agreement shared file. Nisha Clays, how can you? All right. Who else is on the chat group? Tell me if you only see. Okay, over here where it says shared files. You all don't see all these shared files when you go to the chat group. Now, if you're on your phone, don't try to access this stuff on your phone because your mobile apps are not going to show everything. Okay, that's why I tell people a lot of times don't try to operate this business on your phone. Okay, if you are using a laptop, I would use a laptop, a tablet at least. Okay, but a laptop, a computer, or a tablet at the very least. Do not try and operate this business from your phone because your mobile phone app is not going to show you all the stuff that a regular computer or a good tablet will. You should be able to pull up, if you're on a laptop, you should be able to see all the files. Everything that everybody who was in the chat group sees the files that were shared. And you should be able to pull up all the files that's shared by everybody who puts files over here on the side. Do you see where it says down at the bottom where it says show all? Try clicking that and then see what happens. Okay? Try clicking that and see what happens. What I would do this week is I'll go ahead and load up the profile sheet in the back office. I'll pull up some of them and I'll load them up in the back office. But it's on our chat group there if you need it. Someone else has said, okay, someone said here's a great 24-minute YouTube motivational video. Okay, well, yeah, challenge yourself, great. I like that type of stuff. All right, Tony says what? Hold up here.
I'm just having issues. When I click on next load from my cell phone, it loads up fine, but from my computer for some reason it's not loading up. So is that like a technical issue on my end?
It loads up from your cell phone, but not from your computer.
Yeah, and I was
that means there's something in your computer that's preventing it from loading, from seeing it on your computer. There's something about your settings.
It comes up, but it don't show the loads. You know, the page comes up like it's opening.
Yeah. Hold on. You said next, right?
Next load.
Where was that at?
Mr. Monday board.
Just right here. Exodus. Well, let's see what you're talking about here. Next load board. Sometimes it just takes a while for it to load up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of those very high tech, very complex load boards.
Okay.
See how it's taking a while for it to load up everything. And
because this is what it's doing on my end.
Yeah,
but the mobile.
Yeah, see, your mobile app is very simple. Mobile apps are very simplistic, so there's not a whole lot that needs to load up on a mobile app. You see what I'm saying? But because it has it looks like it's a very because it's a very detailed load board, it just takes a while. Sometimes it takes a while for it to load up, but this load board is always taking a while to load up. So they may just be experiencing some technical problems on their end with some stuff. But if it pulls up on your mobile app, the load board is fine. It just has some. They have some technical problems on their end. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. We got about 5 minutes here. Let's see if we can get a couple more questions in before we, Daniel, sign up is free for next load. Are you asking a question, Daniel? Or are you telling us?
Oh, I'm telling you, it's a free sign up for that.
Yeah. But yeah, they have some technical difficulties right now.
They're always slow.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, that just comes with the business. That's why we give you That's why we give you a whole bunch of them. All right. Let's wrap this up. We're coming close to our time. We got about 4 minutes left. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Hopefully, we got some questions answer that people wanted to answer. Y'all didn't have to hear me sing, so I guess that's a good thing. All right. Remember, next Saturday, same bad channel, same bad time, we will be going over auto hauls, how to make money booking freight for auto haulers, and how to use Central Dispatch and U-Ship, and how you all can gain access without an MC number or a DOT number. We're going to be going over that next Saturday. For those members, those people who have joined us and who are not members of our platform, remember our year-long discount has ended. Platform, we didn't take it all the way back up to the $5.99 enrollment fee. The enrollment fee did increase. It did increase from $299.95 to $349.95. So for those of you who are looking to enroll into our platform, our enrollment fee has gone up to the $349.95, and that's your enrollment fee right there. If you are a veteran, we do have a veterans discount. We have a veterans discount, and it is $249.95. It's $100 off for veterans. If you want to enroll, you can enroll by going to the RBBSLLC.org. That is the THERBBSLLC.org is how you can enroll into our platform. And this is the website right here, LLC.org. And this is our website address, theRBBSLLC.org. Click where it says register now. And you click register now, you see right here where it says special offer enrollment $499.95. But when you click that, it is going to give it to you for the $349.95. It is still going to give you a little bit of a discount. It's not going to do it for the whole $499.95. It's going to do it for the $349.95. And there it is right there. Or you can go to any one of our videos on YouTube that says earn while you learn freight broker training. And when you go to any one of those videos on YouTube, you're going to click down here and you're going to see where they have your link in. You click on one of those links and it will take you over to that enrollment as well. Or you can visit our YouTube channel itself, the entire YouTube channel. And this is our YouTube channel. It has over 4,000 hours of free videos that you all can watch. All of our operational training videos, they're recorded every Saturday and they're posted to YouTube Live, and they are free. And don't forget, you all can join us here at our broadcast area here at Avenue 29. Come down every Saturday, 10:15. Bring your laptop, bring your computer, and we will show you how to book freight from home, absolutely free of charge. Okay?
Hey, Calvin, before you go, when does this broadcast show up on your platform?
It is on our YouTube channel usually by 10 p.m. every night. Every Saturday. Every Saturday night is when it's loaded up. So it takes a few hours for it to load up because these are long videos. Because basically these are over 3 hours long. So it takes a minute. But they're usually on our platform by 10 p.m. Okay?
Thank you.
No problem. All right. I want to thank you all again for tuning in. I really appreciate you all as we do every week. Let's look at some of the responses we got here on our YouTube videos. I got to answer some people who asked some questions on my YouTube videos. But I want to thank you all for tuning in with us as you all do every week. We want to thank our students for their participation on our chat group and our networking page. That what kind of makes this whole thing work. I appreciate you all. All the love and respect to all of you all. You all are doing a great job. Remember, concentrate on the things that's going to make you money. Don't concentrate on the things that's not going to make you money. Worried about lane rates and all this other stuff, that has nothing to do with you really booking freight. Your objective is to find the carrier, pitch the carrier, our pitch, get the carrier to sign your dispatch agreement, and then find what the carrier wants. You should be able to book that carrier 4 loads per week. Find them a load going out, find them a load coming back. Ask them how many days off they want in between their back hauls. If they want 1 day off, then on that they come back on a Wednesday, that's their day off. On Thursday, you find them a load out. On Friday, you find them a load back. That's 4 loads a week. Okay? It's going to average you about $400. Okay, off of the week, 1 carrier, 2 carriers get you $800, 3 carriers $1,200, 4 carriers, so on and so on and so on. This is what you should be concentrating on. If you concentrate on that and that only, within about 4 or 5 weeks, you should have yourself 5 or 6 carriers. You should be booking plenty of freight. But just don't get distracted by all of the other stuff that goes on in this industry. Remember, keep it simple, stupid, and you will make money. All right. Thank you again. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you all next week. Same bat channel, same bat time.